Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Well, good morning. It's Friday, December 12th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Man, Midnight Madness is always so much fun. I always end up running into so many friends that I haven't seen in a while, and it really gets me into the Christmas spirit. Lucky for us, we have one more chance next Thursday night. And I'll tell you, this is really an OMG fact for you. McDonald's daily global customer traffic is 62 million people, which is more than the population of Great Britain, and that's a lot of French fries. Anyhow, we have a bunch of news, so shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are investigating the death of a 76-year-old Edgewater woman as the county's 10th homicide of 2025. Officers were called just after 8 a.m. yesterday morning to a home in the 400 block of Linden Avenue in Edgewater where they found 76-year-old Joanna Gibbs unresponsive with apparent trauma to her body. Fire department personnel pronounced her dead at the scene. Police do say they identified Gibbs' 72-year-old boyfriend who lived with her at the residence as a suspect and have arrested and charged him in connection with the killing. Although an arrest has been made, detectives say that this remains a very active investigation, and anyone with information is asked to contact homicide detectives at 410-222-4731, or you can leave an anonymous tip at the Anne Arundel County Police tip line, 410-222-4700, or you can go through Metro Crime Stoppers at 866-7-LOCK-UP. The Anne Arundel County Department of Health is warning residents about a raccoon that tested positive for rabies after it was found on Melvin Road off Ferry Point Road in Annapolis on December 10th. Health officials are asking anyone who may have had contact with that raccoon or whose pet has any unexplained wounds and may have tangled with it to contact them at 410-222-7254 on weekdays from 7:30 to 4 p.m. or 443-481-3140 after hours. Rabies can be spread through bites, scratches, or from infected animals like raccoons, foxes, bats, cats, and groundhogs, or when infected saliva gets into a person's eyes, nose, mouth, or an open cut. The disease is almost always fatal once symptoms start, so preventive treatment needs to begin as soon as possible if exposure is suspected. The Department of Health is reminding residents to keep pets' rabies vaccinations up to date, avoid contact with wild or feral animals, secure trash and pet food, and wash any bite or scratch wounds immediately with soap and water before getting medical care. Annapolis Subaru is once again turning year-end car shopping into a way to support kids in crisis. Now through January 2nd, every new Subaru sold or leased during their Share the Love event will generate a $450 donation from Annapolis Subaru to the Blue Ribbon Project, a local nonprofit that serves children entering foster care. And buyers don't need to pay any extra for the donation. And they can choose between several national charities and the hometown choice. Annapolis Subaru has selected the Blue Ribbon Project for a second year. On top of the per-vehicle donation, the dealership is also contributing an additional $5 to the Blue Ribbon Project for every single oil change during that campaign period. The nonprofit does run programs like Backpacks of Love, which provides essential supplies to children just entering foster care, and Aging Up, Not Out, which helps older foster youth prepare for independent living. Last year, the campaign resulted in a $70,000 check for the Blue Ribbon Project, and the folks at Annapolis Subaru say they hope to match or exceed that impact this season. I'm really excited about this. If your New Year's resolution is to eat out more and somehow save money doing it, the Restaurant Association of Maryland is ready to help. The group has launched the Dine Around Maryland Club. It's a statewide dining membership that gives members 50% off food at more than 150 restaurants across 17 counties and Baltimore City. For $195, members get a full year of half-off dining for parties up to 4 people, one time at each participating restaurant, starting January 1st, 2026. With a typical table of 4 spending about $150, the membership can pay for itself in about 3 restaurant visits, with every trip after that essentially a half-price night out. Members join online, download an app to find restaurants and to track redemptions, and then show their membership to receive discount. The savings apply to food only, not alcohol, tax, tips, catering, or market-priced items, and it can't be combined with other promotions. That's pretty standard stuff. And the Restaurant Association President and CEO Marshall Weston says that the club is designed to drive new customers into local dining rooms and highlight the variety of restaurants across Maryland while giving diners a strong incentive to explore the state's food scene. Full details and signups are available at marylandrestaurants.com. And here's a full disclosure. I saw this news and I bought my own membership card first, and then I wrote an article about it later. This is a great deal if you are someone that eats out often. Well, all right, there is plenty to do around Annapolis this weekend as the holidays kick into high gear on land, on the water, and even up in Baltimore for the Army-Navy game. The Nutcracker at Maryland Hall, Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 1 p.m., and also at 4:30 p.m. Ballet Theater of Maryland's Annapolis-themed Nutcracker returns with Clara, the Rat King, and the War of 1812 twist, with multiple shows both days. As we slide into Saturday, we have Santa on the Trail at 9 a.m. That's up at the B&A Bike Trail. Santa and his elves will make stops along the trail to hand out candy canes and collect donations for the Anne Arundel County Food Bank. The annual Kwanzaa celebration is going down at the Banneker Douglas Tublin Museum in Annapolis. That's happening from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a free Kwanzaa festival with cultural performances, Afrocentric food, and a holiday market featuring Black artisans. The Annapolis Holiday Market is Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at St. John's College, an all-day indoor market with local artisans and vendors for one-stop holiday shopping. Of course, there's the Santa Speedo Run. That's at 12:15 in downtown at O'Brien's. The famously skimpy fun run through downtown benefits local kids. Bring a toy donation and stick around for the post-party at O'Brien's. Up in Baltimore, the Army-Navy game kicks off at 3 p.m. We're going to be there, of course. That's at M&T Bank Stadium. Plenty of places in Annapolis are going to have watch parties, and this is the annual Army-Navy Showdown. As I said, it kicks off at 3 p.m. in Baltimore, with bars and restaurants all across Annapolis hosting game day watch parties. And on Saturday night, the Eastport Yacht Club's Lights Parade. That gets underway at 6 p.m. in the Annapolis Harbor, Spa Creek, and Eagle Alley. Dozens of boats, and I heard there's like up to 70 this year. Will be all lit up for the holidays. They'll cruise the harbor and Spa Creek. Best viewing is going to be from the Spa Creek Bridge if you can get on it. The Eastport Street End Parks is going to be a better choice, and also along Eagle Alley, but that's going to be very crowded and limited as some boats do not go all the way up Eagle Alley. And as we wrap up the weekend on Sunday, the Annapolis Striders are having their 47th anniversary 15K. That starts at 10 a.m. in Quiet Waters Park. The Naptown Philharmonic has the Sounds of the Season. That's at 7 p.m. on Sunday at the Eastport United Methodist Church in Annapolis. It's a community orchestra with holiday favorites. Tickets are only $10 and free for students. And the Brigade Christmas Carols, that's Sunday at 7 p.m. at the U.S. Naval Academy Chapel, right there on the Naval Academy Yard. And that is also free and open to the public. There are so many choices. Pick a few, have fun. And you want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this Saturday. This week, we sit down with Kristen Peronis, who's the president and CEO of Visit Annapolis in Anne Arundel County. That does drop at noon on Saturday. And today on Canines and Crosstreks, you can meet Bear, an adorable fluffball Pomeranian that needs a home before the holidays. Listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for some irresistible photos and get all of the information on how you can bring that cutie home. And again, don't forget that we have our daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We send it out to your inbox at 7 p.m. every single night. Yes, that is 365 days a year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't release a DNB on Saturday or Sunday, and I've got a link right here in the show notes for you. All right, that's it. Now it is time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere, or better yet, tell a friend to give us a listen. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Lights on the Bay, and MacMedics. It is Friday. The weekend is here, and now it is time just to say have a great weekend. be nice to others, do something fun, keep shopping local, and beat Army. Now hang tight. We have George Young in your Eye on Annapolis local weather report, and then Canines and Crosstreks. All that's coming your way in just a minute.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Friday, December 12th. More cold again today for the Annapolis region, ahead of a relatively nice day tomorrow for the Army-Navy game in Baltimore, and then we'll likely see a bit of snow across the entire region Sunday morning as conditions turn really cold for a couple of days before a gradual warm up mid to late next week. Look for mixed skies today with highs near 40 degrees, with more mixed skies Saturday with PM highs in the mid-40s or so, along with light winds for the 3 p.m. kickoff of the game in Baltimore, with pregame conditions at the stadium in the low 40s or so around 12 p.m., while temps will likely drop down into the upper 30s by the time the game is over Saturday night around 6:30 or 7. And that's when clouds will start to move in, with snow expected across the region possibly starting Saturday night, but primarily after midnight into the early morning hours of Sunday and lasting into mid or late Sunday morning, with total accumulations likely in the 1 to 2 inch range, though there is some potential for a little more to fall than that. So stay tuned for updates and be prepared for the likelihood of a wintry Sunday morning ahead, with PM highs Sunday afternoon only in the low 30s, with AM lows Monday morning dropping down into the 14 to 21 degree range, with temps remaining very cold Monday, with highs again only in the low to mid 30s, with the upside to all of this being conditions should warm nicely into the 50s by Thursday of next week. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
Looking for a holiday tradition that doesn't require bundling everybody out of the car? Pile the family, friends, and even the dog into the car and head to Lights on the Bay at Sandy Point State Park. From November 23rd through January 1st, the Chesapeake Bay shoreline turns into a 2-mile drive-through wonderland with more than 70 sparkling light displays and a scavenger hunt to keep the kids busy between wows. It's open every night, including holidays, so you can make it your go-to plan after dinner, after shopping, or after you finally untangle those lights at home. Best of all, every ticket benefits the SPCA of Arundel County, helping care for animals in need all year long. Skip the wait at the gate. Get your tickets in advance at lightsonthebaymd.org. That's lightsonthebaymd.org. That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
All right, well, welcome back to Canines and Crosstreks, man, and we got to roll because it's a busy time of the year, man.
It is a busy time of year.
They're selling cars and adopting animals left and right.
That's right. 'Tis the season.
It really is. But welcome back to Canines and Crosstreks. We're up here at Annapolis Subaru. And Kelly, who are we chatting about today?
Well, we are chatting about Bear, and Bear is a cute little Pomeranian mix. He kind of looks like all Pomeranian. He's got the cutest pictures online too. So he's 3 years old. He's a male. He came in, a while ago. It's like May 9th. So we are definitely hoping for a home for the holidays. He can be a little sassy at times. Just meeting new people is hard for him. But once he trusts you, then he loves you, wants to be on your lap, wants to play, loves to take walks, loves his squeaky toys. And he can be super affectionate. But at the beginning, he will just bark, bark, bark.
And Poms are just so fluffy.
Yes. And if anyone that's familiar with the breed will understand there are some Poms that can just be that way. They're very choosy at the beginning.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're neat.
Yeah.
Plus, you scooch them across the kitchen floor and they pick up. That's pretty easy.
Yes, exactly. So, but he is dog friendly for small dogs and he's cat friendly. And we are recommending he go home with adults, though, just because if you have kids, they're going to bring friends over and then he's going to be meeting new people all the time. So he'll be put in that position where it might not be the best.
He's been there for a while. He's been there since May.
He has.
That's a long time ago.
It's a very long time.
That is. In dog years, I'm not sure what that calculates out to.
No.
We need to find Bear a home.
Months, yeah. In dog months, it's a long time.
In dog months, it might be over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's true. Hey, the 25 Subaru Forester was named Car of the Year in Japan, like where it was born.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's got to be a big deal.
Yeah. No, they're awesome. They're definitely they're great cars, and they deserve every accolade that they get.
Saw that the Uncharted now they released the pricing on that. That's that EV that gets more than 300 miles to a gallon or 300 miles to a gallon.
Wow, I was going to say I'm buying one.
300 miles to a charge is like,
well, there's technically no gallons.
That's right. That's right.
But it's like 36.4. So I mean that's a really attractive price point for an EV.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really nice. They're super, super fast also as well. Good performance.
Yeah. Well, and the Trail Seeker, which is a little bit larger, I think.
Yeah, Trail Seeker is a good one too.
That's about $3,500 more, so it's not that much more for a little bit more space. You don't have any of those yet?
No, not yet.
When do you figure?
Probably Q1.
Okay, so after the new year?
Ish.
After
Q1-ish. You never really know until they show up.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, it's kind of like Kelly's dogs, right? They know they're always going to have them, but they never really know what they're going to get.
Or who's going to walk in that door, right?
That's what John says. You come home. I left for work this morning and there were 13 dogs. I came back and I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. They came out with this new breed that we just got and I needed it because we didn't have one.
Well, at the SPCA, though, you guys are having a sale, just like Subaru.
We are.
Mm-hmm. You're having a twofer on kittens.
We are. We're hoping that'll get them adopted together and they can go home together.
Bogo kittens?
Yeah. Bogo twofer, adopt one, and the adoption fee for the second one would be waived. Mm-hmm. And kittens do really well in pairs.
They do. They really do. We always encourage people to adopt them. And that's what the word bonded means, too, when you go in, because a lot of times people get confused on what does bonded mean. And that means that they came in together or we decided that they are best to go home together. And that's why they
become besties.
That's right. They're besties.
BFFs. That's fine. Well, chance to look at the kittens. You don't necessarily need to go down to the SPCA down on Bay Ridge Avenue. You can go over to Paws at the Mall, and you can do that on Saturday from noon to 3. Because there is a holiday celebration happening there.
Right.
You can catch the kittens there.
Really?
It is. It's a little holiday party.
It's a party?
It's a party. P-A-W-T-Y. Come on, Billy. Get with it.
Well, they have Santa picks. They're going to have bake sales. They're going to have merch sales and kittens.
That's right.
And rats and guinea pigs and all that kind of stuff, too.
I mean, honestly, it just sounds like a regular day at Paws at the Mall.
It does.
No, Santa Claus is not there every day.
Santa Claus isn't there every day, Billy.
That's true.
But as we're in the holiday season, you turn around noon to 3 on Saturday. If you've had enough of the mall, go to Paws at the Mall. Mm-hmm. That's a great little 3-hour respite there.
That's right. In between your shopping.
Play with the kittens and pick up a pair to come home.
It's good therapy. You kind of get away from the shopping. You come in, pet, hang with the cats and leave.
Animals are great therapy.
They really are.
Therapy animals, I guess.
They are. Absolutely.
That's why I guess. Well, I'll tell you, let's cut this a little bit short because I know everybody is busy trying to get all those gifts for whatever you celebrate and everything else. And I know that Hanukkah's rolling in on Sunday night starting. So to those that are celebrating, happy Hanukkah.
Festival of Lights.
That's right.
It absolutely is. And let's not forget about Share the Love, which is going through the 2nd of January here at Annapolis Subaru, and it's going like gangbusters. When I came in here, there was plenty of people sitting at desks and hopefully
Busy.
buying or leasing brand new Subarus.
It's the most wonderful time of year.
It is. It's buzzing out there in that showroom.
Yeah, it depends. Depends on what side of the table you're sitting on, too, right?
It's all good. Yeah, no. The busier, the better.
That's right.
But I mean, so many wonderful cars and safest cars out there. I mean, find out why Japan thought the Forester was named Car of the Year. So that's obviously quite impressive there. And let's not forget Lights on the Bay. That still goes through January 1st. $20 will get you in with your car and as many people as you want to put in there.
Safely.
LightsOnTheBayMD.org for that. SPCA.org if you want to get one of them 2 for kittens, or if you want to get a hold of Bear. And go visit Bear. He's really cool. Little, I won't say orange, but, that sort of chestnutty color Pomeranian.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful coat.
Poofy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's poofy.
And certainly AnnapolisSubaru.com or 149 Old Solomon's Island Road. And just got a bunch of wonderful cars here in the showroom and in the lot. So the best part about buying a Subaru, certainly this month, is that $450
$450
could ultimately go to help the Blue Ribbon Project here in town, helping foster kids navigate that whole system as they go through it and get out of it and everything else. And they do such a wonderful job. And Annapolis Subaru is helping them do it even better for the second year in a row.
It's a lot of backpacks.
It sure is.
Backpacks for love. And check out the Blue Ribbon Project. We're going to put links in the show notes too. So do that. And I don't know whether anybody's celebrating Hanukkah, but happy Hanukkah to everybody. And I guess we're going to see you guys next week, which is going to be
getting close.
God, we're so close.
See you next week.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.